We're gonna go into turn-based here. 100%. Now, Nura, if from what I remember, I feel like
You won't
she's
survive
deceptively
me.
more tricky. Oh, never mind. Lan's just gonna finish her. Okay. Aivu! Hi, honey! I like it how Aivu just shows up and we never like talk to her until after all this. And it's just, you just got a dragon following you around. LOL. No, Kian! Protect little Aivu. Let's do Bone Shaker work on you? No, I'll break.
We'd better start running.
Yeah, I'll break. Abby. Snowball. Okay. That didn't do much, but it did something, so there's that. Okay, Ember. Hit him. Okay. Good. Land. Every strike, remember? Let's go Staunton next.
Endure this.
Okay. Good hits. Aivu. Good girl. Good. Oh my god. I forgot. I forgot this dragon is insane. Kian, sweetie, are you gonna be showing up by little Aivu? No, don't get bigger. Okay. Where did the babu come from? Okay. Can you take like 2 steps this way? And then you heal all of our people. Thank you. I'll break. This guy now.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Okay. Abby. Oh, good. Regil.
Retreat is not an option.
One more. No, okay. Amber. Okay. Land. You got this. Like, you're so
Make
gonna
every
finish him.
strike count.
Wait, what? I feel like I remember this now.
You stubborn ass! You want to die for a heap of rocks? Go ahead. I'm not staying here.
No, my dear. You are. You will either fight to the bitter end, or I'll break your delicate little neck myself. With these very hands.
Are you threatening me, my mortal toy? Me? And with what? With the power I gave you. You ungrateful beast!
Oh, she's angry. What'd she do?
Give me back what's mine. Take him, he's yours. And Dresden too. I don't care about this fortress or this half-wit.
Oh my goodness. You just left him, but he loves you! Ish.
Oh, I grow so tired of you mortals. Your humdrum little passions. Your constant squabbling. Your incessant accusations and excuses. You treat each other like dirt. Push weaklings like these two into our arms.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the audacity to accuse us. Come on, punish your traitors. I've seen this show countless times.
I forgot to read the... Suminaga stretches out her hand. A crimson spark flies out of Staunton's eyes and plants itself in her palm. He freezes, stunned. So I guess that was her taking his power. Where are you going? The fun is just starting, though.
Have fun with Staunton. You and he have similar ideas about what counts as entertainment. Take your filthy rag. Take your befouled ruins. You can make soup out of this moron for all I care. I've had enough war. We Lily two were created for tenderness and love. Stay away from me with your swords and shields.
She is so done and so tired. Bye, Minago! I'll see you soon! End of chapter 3.
So this is to be my fate. I've been betrayed by people and demons alike. Now my life really is worth nothing. but that doesn't mean you won't pay for it dearly. Come on, you scumbag! Kill me if you can!
You think
I don't care anymore!
You think I can't kill you?
I suspect you can. But I'll make you work for it. Let's get this over with. To arms.
Oh no. I think he just healed himself a bit.
Yet another obstacle.
And Nura's back? Okay. The good news is the Babu is gone though. No! Don't go invisible! Aivu! I'm coming, Lady Death. Forgive me for being 70 years late for our death. Okay. Regil, are you gonna make it? Okay, Lan. This.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Ouch! Why did I get into this fight? I knew I couldn't handle it. Sorry. Yes! All this stuff we shall take. This? I don't know if I get to do this later.
I'm gone.
This? Breathing heavily, Nura stands up and wipes her bloody hands on her clothes. Well, what are you waiting for, you scum? Come on, finish me off. Kill me like you killed Staunton, and be glad you've defeated the villains. Just make sure you don't wonder whose fault it is that he and I were on the demon's side. Thoughts like that could make you lose your appetite. Another tearful performance. Everyone is guilty but me. I've lost count of how many of you innocents I've sent to the chopping block. They could have been executed just for denying their responsibility, never mind their crimes. Why did you betray me? I want the truth. You want to know the truth? Her face cringes painfully. Here's the truth. I hate all of you. If I'd been there the day Arilu Vorlesh opened the rift to the abyss, I would have gladly handed her the ingredients for the ritual. I put the pheromone-soaked cloth in your pocket. I wanted those hellbugs to eat your smug face off. I was the one who set the tents on fire that night, and I told the gargoyle who to grab. Every day I was in your army, I did all I could to hurt you. Oh, and the things I would gladly do to you, and it would be but 1,000th of what you deserve. She hides her face in her hands. When I was 8, I was auctioned off like livestock. Like livestock. They used a stick to train me to obey. Did the paladins of Mendev help me? Of course not. Even when we passed through Mendevian cities, none of those warriors of good lifted a finger to set me free. Slavers aren't demons after all. Nura looks up and stares at you with eyes red with tears. The first time I came to the wound, I wasn't seeking adventure. My owner dragged me here on a leash. You think the demons bribed me? I was happy to betray him, without a shadow of a doubt, expecting nothing in return. I poured a sleeping potion into their soup pot, opened the gate, and waited for the demons to come and tear them all into pieces. And me along with them. I didn't care, but the demons saw the real me. They made me a cultist, and they offered me a chance for revenge. Well, this is a sad old tale. You're a traitor, Nura, so don't expect any sympathy from me. But what those people did to you was foul. Sometimes mortals can be madder than fae and more heartless than demons. It's true, it happens sometimes. Like with the wizard your people used to send to prison. You treated them so badly. They must have thought the demons weren't all that scary. Now you listen here, you lunatic. Don't lump us in with them. It's not the same thing at all. And we never kept any slaves either. So this was this. So sometimes mortals be madder than fae and more heartless. Like with the wizard you used to send to prison. So Ember's giving it back just as good as Ulbrig's giving it to her. Like, I love that though. Like this is how the two of them come to like a compromise, or not a compromise, but like an understanding rather. And I do believe that if you keep going with Ulbrig, eventually he does come to an understanding with Ember, which I really like. But she's, yeah. Because he said don't lump us in with them. It's not the same thing at all, but like you can see that defensiveness right there. He's like, it's not the same. And Ember's like, kind of thing. Yes, slavery is evil without a doubt. Quelling the rabble into obedience with whips and boots? How crude. Why can't these so-called rulers convince the masses to serve them willingly, with smiles and songs and adoration? That's how it's done in Mendev, after all. What will you do if I let you go? Let me go? Why would you? No, you mean seriously? You think I'll thank you for your generosity and devote the rest of my days to taking care of the homeless puppies? I'll continue exacting my revenge, that's what I'll do. On others, if not you. I'll feed as many crusaders as I can to the demons before I face the sword of someone less forgiving than you. She spits at your feet. I'm gonna turn around and count to 3. When I turn my back, I want you gone. Let her go. We can't help her by putting her in chains. Thank you for giving me another chance to kill you. I'll get to you and your friends. Yeah, but I want to see where this stands out with Nura. Bye, Nura. In the meantime, though, let's do a quick level up. Let's do... Okay. I just realized, I think I've been doing... No, I think I've been putting Ember in... I haven't been manually leveling her. And I was gonna do, Yes. So that way we get to... So we, in case we don't bring Mulder back. And she was supposed to be the one who was doing, religion checks. That might be something we do. Okay, so we have controlled fireball, which I don't want just yet. Greater invisibility. Ice storm, that's a good one. There's... How many? I got 2. Okay, wall of fire. That one's not bad. Volcanic storm. Oh my goodness, there's so many spells, y'all. So many. Let's see. Let's do controlled fireball. Except you can control the damage to your allies. A controlled fireball deals minimum damage to them. So if you do this instead of the other one and they get caught by it, they're not gonna do dimensional door. Actually, let's not do controlled fireball. What is this? Black ray of negativity energy that suppresses the life force. You must make a ranged touch attack. If you hit, the subject gains temporary negative levels. That's not a bad one. I kind of like Ice Storm too. Let's do that. Okay. Regil.
We'll make things right.
We will, honey. Okay. And Darren. Do the babies need to be leveled? Right. My very athletic, mobile, perception-based dragon. Snap a shot. Good. And Aivu. Aivu has nothing right now. Okay. Quick save. And I think that that's everything. So it wants us to exit. Okay. And we got all of that. So back outside we go.
We do it my way.
Wait. I think that this is where I'm supposed to go, right? Yes. Because didn't it say go back outside?
The commander of the Crusade has managed to overthrow 70 years of demonic rule in Dresden and restored the Sword of Valor to its rightful place. Will the commander be able to defend the banner she has won with such a valiant effort?
I don't know, will she? Stay tuned to find out. It just kind of seems like where you would like, after these messages, we'll be right back, or like tune in next episode kind of thing. Like that's or next season. Tune in next season because it's a new chapter now. But we did it, y'all. Dresden is ours. That took a few episodes. It was so good. It's so worth it. It's so satisfying at the end. Oh my god, Kian is huge!
Urgent matters of state are awaiting my attention. My convoy will be departing for the capital within the hour. I'm afraid this is all the time I can spare you. So do please forgive me for skipping the lengthy and well-deserved congratulations.
Dresden was taken quickly, even more quickly than I'd anticipated. Every death is an irretrievable loss, but considering the scale of our forces, the losses among our troops are tolerable. Morale is high among the Crusade forces that were entrusted to you.
You handled the command superbly. I never doubted your personal ability to deal with the demons. I knew that you could become a living symbol for people to follow. That you have now displayed a decent head for tactics is a pleasant surprise. I believed in your success and prepared for this outcome after a fashion. I brought a reward to personally bestow upon my Knight Commander. But now, I think this reward is insufficient. So please, accept one more gift from me personally.
With these words, Galfrey slides the ring from her finger and lays it on top of the cloak. Let's go with the chaotic. Commanding soldiers in my blood.
Impertinent? Though I suppose a little impertinence is good in an officer. Now on to the main matter. The Sword of Valor has been returned to us. Touching it has awoken your power and changed the great relic beyond recognition. Many clerics are at a loss to interpret this unexpected turn. Is it an omen? Happenstance? A warning? Only one thing can be said for certain. Your power is astonishing and unlike anything ever seen before. Your power bears little resemblance to other manifestations of the Inheritor's will that I have been fortunate enough to witness. But who can fathom the god's designs? And Iomade has many heavenly allies, and they helped us on several occasions throughout the Crusades. There, I have said all I wish to. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I depart?
Do you know anything about the huge demon?
The Baylor Dorazand, one of Daskari's generals. He, Hep Zamira, and the Echo of Daskari are some of the most notable demons in the Abyssal Forces. You will soon learn these names. Dorazand has not been sighted by our scouts for a long time, and his appearance at Dresden was an unexpected development. But we must grow accustomed to surprises such as this. The ability to move at will through space is one of the demon's most unpleasant hallmarks. Fortunately, the Sword of Valor takes care of that problem for the areas around Dresden.
You should know, Arilu Vorlesh appeared before me in Dresden.
The architect of the World Wound?
Yeah.
Here?
Yep.
And she allowed you to simply dispose of Staunton Vane and claim the Sword of Valor? This is a very worrying development. Arilu was more dangerous than a dozen Balors, and more cunning and deceitful than a score of succubi. In the 100 years of the Crusades, our forces have very rarely encountered her, but when we did, it always led to something terrifying. I think she has taken an interest in you and your power. It was to be expected, of course, and it worries me more than anything else. Sooner or later, we shall have to take a stand against Arilu and deal with her once and for all. But I thought we would have time to prepare. Be careful. And if the architect reappears, treat her as you would a demon lord. Very well. Then I shall take my leave. Irabeth will bring you up to speed on the situation in the city and surrounds, and together, you can decide on what next steps to take. Good luck, Commander. Remember, this is but the first step. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
With a nod of farewell, the Queen strides off with precise military bearing.
Allow me also to congratulate you on your victory, Commander. We won the battle for Dresden, but this war is far from over. The demons know our true strength, so we must brace ourselves for a merciless counterattack. They will do everything they can to gain control of the city and destroy you personally, and all of us along with you. The only good news is that cultists make up more than half of their forces, so they will have to march the same roads as our fighters. If they were all demons, they could appear here instantaneously and lay siege to the city. Praise Iomade for small mercies. The main demon forces are moving out from the City of Eyes and the Threshold Fortress. Scouts are reporting that for now, we don't stand a chance of tearing through the defense and launching a counterattack. We can only gather our forces, rebuff their attacks, and wait for the right moment. Unfortunately, other hostile groups keep appearing out of nowhere. And on top of all that, Minago is still prowling around somewhere out there. Anevia's trying to find out where that Abyss scum has run off to. Maybe she's already got some leads. Luckily, we are not alone. Mendev is with us. Queen Galfrey has sent us the first reinforcements. They've just entered the city. Besides, news of your victory is spreading through Avestan. I'm sure that crowds of new volunteers will soon be pouring into Dresden, inspired by your feat. And that's very good news, because we're going to need troops. Here is a brief report about the main problems we're currently facing.
Erebeth shows you a sheet of paper with a list of 4 items. Demons with special powers, secret path, missing patrol, and dragons. Dragons?
As if we didn't have enough problems with demons already. Now there's a wild dragon in the vicinity. Luckily, it's not part of the demon army. If the demons had a dragon on their side, it could pose a serious threat. But there's very little food in the Worldwound, and the dragon doesn't seem to have a taste for demons and cultists. She keeps attacking small squads of crusaders, picking off those who fall behind, ravaging supply trains. The dragon's been sighted frequently in the sky, but we don't know exactly where her lair is. We have someone to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the Citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently. Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other.
There's a patrol missing?
Yes, it disappeared without a trace during a mission. We didn't even find any bodies. Maybe someone abducted them, or there's some natural threat in the area. And we can't rule out the possibility of desertion, either. The troop was patrolling the southern road out of the city. The last surviving settlements of Sarkorian lie in that direction. But after the siege of Dresden, contact with them was lost. Hardly any of the inhabitants survived once the demons invaded the area. That's where I started the search.
A secret path?
We can usually spot armies of demons in advance, as their hordes march along the gray road from Eyes or Threshold. But sometimes packs of them appear out of nowhere. They're managing to avoid our scouts somehow and sneaking into our territory. If we don't solve this problem, we cannot attack. The demons will just appear at our backs, block off the gorges, and cut us off from Dresden. Anevia is trying to find out how the demons are getting into our territory, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Talk to her. She will tell you more about what she's doing.
And lastly, demons with very special powers.
Remember that Nabasu that attacked our camp?
Yeah.
He had powers that no ordinary demon should have. It is not the only demon of its kind. We keep receiving reports about similar monsters. All isolated cases for now. But it's possible that in the future, we will see entire squads, if not armies of them. We must find out where they're coming from. Find the source of their power and destroy it. If we don't, they will crush us before long. Even you can't defeat an entire army of such monsters.
Is that it?
There are a few pleasant matters.
Oh?
At the Queen's command, the Crusaders who took part in the attack have had their pay doubled.
Good, they should.
And medals will be awarded to those who were particularly outstanding in battle.
Excellent.
You know one of them.
Oh?
The Knight Elan from the Hound Hearts.
Oh, good.
He led a troop of Nerosian recruits and brought them to the main forces, and later drew the demons' attention in the battle with the Baylor, allowing the wounded to be rescued.
Good. I mean, that sounds like him.
There is one more thing.
Oh?
As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Dresden.
I have heard that rumor.
It's empty now.
Good.
None of those imprisoned by the demons survived, and we don't have any new prisoners.
Okay.
We've temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vane in the dungeon. You slew him. What are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserved to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course.
No, I'm gonna go with Anevia on this one. Burn the body quietly.
Right you are, Commander. Commander.
Yeah.
That day during the battle,
Don't worry about it.
No. My apologies. That is all, Commander. Thank you for your time.
Okay. Here we go. This is the best part. This is what makes it all worth it. I don't understand these cities that mortals love so much. Stone, stone, and more stone. All the doors are so close to the ground, and they're all the same shape. Why don't they ever put the door on the top floor and slide down to the ground instead? Why do they even want to go outside if it's no fun out there? If somebody built a fountain full of jam, say, I'd understand. The sudden voice from over your shoulder drops to an excited whisper, or a chocolate tree, so people could break off a branch and munch on it as they pass. Who's speaking? Me! A tiny female dragon and evident chocolate tree enthusiast emerges from behind you. Don't tell me you didn't notice the cute little dragon following you. Well now, cute little dragon, if that's true, why did you only start speaking just now? Maybe I was a little shy. After all, we don't know each other. I had to take a look around and get used to things. Everything about the material plane is so weird and gray and stony, especially Dresden. So what's your name? Aivu, because I'm little. In my family, our names get longer as we get bigger and older. Just imagine how funny it would be otherwise. Imagine a 5-year-old dragon barely hatched, but they already call you Rezlabaron or Ithuliak or something like that. Little dragon snorts, and you conclude that this isn't her way of laughing. Where did you come from? What do you mean, where did I come from? I flew all the way here to you. Well, I moved between the planes a tiny little bit, and then I flew the rest of the way to you. You've always wanted to have a dragon of your own, haven't you? Who wouldn't want their own dragon companion? If I ever meet someone who doesn't want to have a dragon of their very own, I'll make sure to keep my distance from them. They clearly have a few screws loose. That's what I'm saying, the little dragon nods knowingly. So you don't like Dresden much? It's not that I don't like it. You can't have fun here. You can have fun here too, but I liked my home in Elysium more. Little dragon frowns comically. That makes sense though. After all, we're fighting the demons and they make everything around them dull and nasty, but you're gonna stop them soon, right? No. Oh, speaking of demons and fighting, you really need to head out to the beautiful ridge outside of Dresden and as fast as you can. Your friends are waiting for you there. There's something urgent and important they need to tell you. I wonder what's waiting for me this time. Something really fun, you'll see. So, we have little Aivu and Kian. And we also, by the way, the little bun, that's because we're in Azata. And you'll occasionally see like butterflies and stuff following us. But yes, this is why we called her Crazy Dragon Lady. Okay, but Ulbrich is, oh, he's here now. Okay, so we've got Camellia, Darren. So we've got all these people to go talk to. We've got an Elysium upstairs, not Elysium, but like we have an area that we need to go visit, like our friends, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But whew, we did it, y'all. We're finally home.